Hello, we're just going into the Kaleidoscope building, and here is the little vestibule, the views of the garden that are all around the building. Okay, coming into the front hall, where people sign in, and the stairs to the first floor. I'm just going to go around the bottom floor now. This front room, the small office, has got all the PPE stuff for staff. They come and collect it. It's quite a small room. It's usually used as a quiet room. And through to the next room, which is called the music room. You can see because of all the musical instruments and equipment, musical instruments and equipment, and information. Back out of this room, into the hallway, and into our main meeting room here. This is what our usual is called the cafe area, and it has got actually this table around the middle and places to sit around the side. And out look into the garden. There's a bay window, so the garden is all the way around, which is lovely. And you can see out there, there's a big polytunnel and raised beds and places to sit. And there's a place for compost area. Okay, back into the room. Over there is two places for people to sit on the computer. A wee place for serving and storing things, and there's a fridge for cold drinks. In the back of this is a small pantry, and again looks out into the garden. And this is our big fuse cupboard with isolating switches and everything. Okay, back out into the main room, and I'm going to go into the back hall and down into the boiler. I don't know if you can hear, that's the boiler. It sounds quite loud. This is a little storeroom, utility room. This is all the storage for the fishing equipment, a fridge, freezer, a washing machine, just some storage. Into the, this is where the person that keeps all the cleaning equipment. Now there's a wee bit of damp on the wall there, and I'm going to go into the boiler room. This is a massive boiler. You can see that properly. You can hear it's quite loud. It's all the way up the ceiling. This has had lots and lots of work done on it. On the floor, there was a leak, so there's still a lot of absorbent material on the floor. And you can see the boiler. There's still a little bit of wood holding things together. Okay. And there's the old unit for the boiler. Back out into the domestic cupboard. There's a sink and all the cleaning stuff gets stored here. I'm going to go back to the main hall and out into the back garden, which you can access this way. And this is into the back garden and the two sheds, and looking to the garden from that way. So that's out the back door. Okay, back in. Through this hall we've got two toilets. Each toilet with a little sink unit. There's one and two toilets. And there's one with a help if you need less mobility. Into the hallway, that was the big room that we're in. And I'm going to go into the kitchen now. I've got a small kitchen with cooking facilities, double sink, hand washing sink, and a big fridge for storage and food. Still continuing around in the circle, and this is into our games and art and craft room. Art and craft stuff. And in the middle is the pool table, and that big thing over there which says Zen and the Art of Playing is a big lid that gets put on the art table, on the pool table, to make an art table. That's us into this room. And I've gone in a big circle, and this is me back at the front door. Okay. And then I'm going to go up the stairs. Up the stairs. Excuse me. Up the stairs to the mezzanine level. There is a little cupboard up here, which has just got all the pipes. And I'm going up the stairs into the first set of offices. Office straight ahead is the admin office. All the storage of all the stuff. And there's some desks for some other people in here. So this is the admin office. Okay. And into the next office. This is for the resource staff. There's a couple of computers and desks here. Storage equipment, information equipment, and all the mail and things like that. So this is the resource centre office. There's another storage cupboard with a filing cabinet, fire extinguishers and things like that. And I'm going to go upstairs to the attic. Quite a small little staircase. Now, up here there are quite a few cracks and things in the roof and the ceiling, and they've had repairs done in the past. And there's the window down there. I'm going into there's three little rooms. So there's just attic with all the Christmas decorations and stuff we don't usually use very often. These repairs have been done for a long time. They've done before I came, years and years ago. Another storage space in the attic with all our stuff. This is unfortunately this is a new in the last few months, so this will have to be looked at and reported. And it goes down here, unfortunately it drips down to the office below. Okay. And then a small room with all the files and stuff we don't usually use very often. I'm going to go downstairs again. Okay, there's a little toilet upstairs, up here for staff. Little toilet and wash hand basin. And this door's locked, so we can have all the data stored away securely. Now I'm going up to the first floor. First floor's got three big rooms. The first one is for outreach. This is the outreach office, storage, computers, and an upstairs lookout into the garden, which is lovely. Back out this room, into the landing, into the top office, again with a couple of desks, some equipment and storage. Out here into this big room here, this is used by UCI, And you see I use this office. Well, they have used this office in the past, but they're all working from home. This is quite a big room. And you can see it's got a couple of desks and all the usual office stuff that you can find. Over here is the window onto which outlooks the golf club and the golf course, and this is the flat roof above the kitchen. Back out here, and then so that's the first floor. Back down the stairs, and there's one more room to show you, and that's the basement. So down the stairs again. The basement's part of the big room that's downstairs. Which is in here. So it's down quite a few stairs. You can see Mind Your Head, which I will look at. It's got quite a lot of work needing done here. And up here you can see there's some equipment, some old stuff that hasn't been used. And it was probably just a meat counter in the past when it was used. And back up the stairs. Mind my head. And that's us back into the cafe area. I'm going to go back out the front door and end there. And this is us back out into the back of the front door and into the little lobby here. Thank you for watching. I hope that's been informative.